When you finally walk away, not out of anger, but out of peace, something shifts within you. You no longer feel the need to explain your silence. You no longer crave to be understood by those who never tried to listen. You simply breathe, and in that breath, you find relief. You begin to realize that Allah was never asking you to hold on. He was asking you to let go. Let go of what was temporary so you could receive what was eternal. Let go of what drained you so He could fill you with light. You were never meant to spend your life convincing people to see your worth. Allah saw it before they ever could. You were never meant to beg for gentleness from hearts that were still learning how to love. Allah was teaching you that His gentleness was enough. So you walk quietly, gracefully, not looking back with bitterness, but with gratitude. Gratitude that you tried, that you loved, that you stayed as long as your soul could bear, and that when the time came, you had the courage to leave with your heart still soft. And as you step into the new, you'll feel the weight lift. The silence that once felt unbearable will begin to feel sacred. The loneliness that once felt heavy will begin to feel healing. The spaces that once made you ache will now make you breathe easier. Because you finally understand that Allah never takes without replacing, never closes without opening, never removes without restoring. Everything you lost was preparing you for something purer, something steadier, something yours. You will look back at the places where you cried and realize those were the same places Allah was rebuilding you. You will whisper, Alhamdulillah for what left, for what stayed, and for what became me. And one day you will wake up and realize that peace doesn't mean everything is perfect. It means your heart is no longer at war with what it cannot control. You will smile softly, not because life got easier, but because your soul learned to rest in the will of Allah. You will understand that every ending was really a beginning, the beginning of your return to Him. And in that return, you will find everything you were ever searching for. Heard, and when you walk away with peace, Allah walks with you. Not loudly, not publicly, but deeply, tenderly, completely. He replaces the noise inside you with calm, the confusion with clarity, and the ache with a soft, steady kind of peace. The kind of peace that whispers, you didn't lose. You protected what Allah gave you. You do not need to prove to anyone why you chose peace over chaos or why you stopped trying. Your heart has been fighting battles no one saw. People see actions, Allah sees reasons. People see silence, Allah sees exhaustion. People see distance, Allah sees pain. People see the moment you walked away, Allah sees the 1,000 moments you stayed while breaking. That is why you don't have to defend your departure. Some closures don't happen in conversation. They happen in the heart. You start to understand that you don't need them to understand you. Allah understands you. Allah understands you. And that realization feels like peace after a long storm. Because when you stop trying to be understood by the wrong people, your heart starts returning to the one who understood you before you spoke. Slowly, like dawn after a long night, your breath becomes softer, your thoughts clearer, your chest lighter. Your heart learns to trust again, not in people, but in Allah and in yourself. You realize love shouldn't make you lose yourself. Compassion shouldn't erase your needs. And silence can be the presence of self-respect, not the absence of love. There will be moments when you remember the good parts, when memories knock gently on your heart. Be gentle with yourself. Missing doesn't mean returning. Loving doesn't mean staying. You can love someone deeply and still choose yourself. Because love isn't proven by how much pain you endure. It's proven by how much peace you protect. One day you look back and realize you didn't leave because you stopped loving. You left because you finally started loving yourself too. And that is the moment your heart becomes free. Allah will write something more beautiful in place of what you left. Not immediately, not suddenly, but in the most perfect timing. Every tear will make sense. Every silence will reveal its meaning. Every departure will show its purpose. You will see that distance was never punishment. It was protection. Mercy doesn't always arrive wrapped in comfort. Sometimes mercy is disguised as separation, as distance, as silence. Sometimes Allah removes what you begged to keep because He saw the lifetime your heart couldn't survive. He removes what would have dimmed your light, what would have distracted your soul, what would have made you forget Him. He saw conversations you didn't hear, intentions you couldn't see, and futures you were not meant to live. And though it hurts, He was never breaking you. He was saving you. Growth is not always loud. Sometimes growth is quiet. Walking away gently, letting the memory remain pure, protecting your heart from what no longer feeds your soul. Some love is meant to stay, and some is meant to shape you, awaken you, and then leave space for your next chapter. When love matures under Allah's guidance, it stops clinging and starts trusting. It no longer asks, why did they leave? But whispers, Alhamdulillah, Allah is guiding me. Distance doesn't destroy love, it purifies it. It teaches you how to breathe again, how to lean back into Allah, how to find comfort in His closeness rather than human presence. When Allah removes someone, He removes reliance, not love. He realigns your heart with Him. You may have felt alone in that silence, but you never were. Allah was there in your sleepless nights, in your quiet tears, in every moment your chest felt heavy. He was steadying your heart, collecting your tears, and replacing your pain with patience. Because distance, when given by Allah, is never lost, it's divine redirection. He closes doors not to punish, but to protect, not to deprive, but to prepare. The heart that once felt abandoned will one day realize it was being carried. The emptiness you feel now will soon be filled with something purer, steadier, and written just for you. One day you will look back and whisper, Ya Allah, you never took anything from me. You only removed what wasn't meant for me. And your heart will breathe differently, softer, lighter, freer. You'll thank Him for every closed door, every silence, every goodbye, because you'll finally see that your heart didn't break, it opened. It opened to become wiser, deeper, softer. Protecting your heart is worship because your heart is where Allah looks. It is where faith lives, where love and sincerity dwell. When Allah gives you a soft heart, it is not a weakness. It is a gift. A heart that feels deeply is a heart that's alive. And the one who walks away with a heart still soft never loses, because Allah Himself becomes their comfort, their peace, their companion. So protect your heart, for it is an amanah from the most merciful. Protect it from the world's noise, from people who do not know how to carry it, from places where it forgets its worth. Protecting your heart is protecting your iman. Because a heart that is calm remembers Allah, and a heart that remembers Allah never truly breaks. And when you finally meet Him, you will understand that every distance, every delay, every detour was not a loss. It was love in disguise. Crescent moon, but remember, when Allah closes one door, He doesn't just end something, He begins something sacred. The silence that follows heartbreak is not empty. It's full of His presence. The loneliness that feels unbearable is not punishment, it's purification. The nights that drown you in tears are the same nights your doer travels directly to the throne of the most merciful. So do not think that you are forgotten. You are seen, you are heard, you are being rebuilt. Every pain you carry is molding you into someone softer, wiser, and closer to Allah. The world may see loss, but Allah sees transformation. You are not being replaced. You are being renewed. Soon your heart will feel light again. The same places that once made you cry will become places of gratitude. You will look back at what broke you and whisper, Alhamdulillah, it led me back to you. You will see that peace was not something you had to chase. It was something Allah was teaching you to create within. The people who left were never meant to walk your whole path. They were meant to wake you up, to guide you back, to teach you something your heart could only learn through loss. And when the lesson is complete, Allah replaces pain with purpose. So breathe, my dear soul. Your story is not ending here. You are only shedding what your next chapter cannot hold. The pain you feel today is a bridge leading you from attachment to alignment, from confusion to clarity, from being lost in creation to finding rest in the Creator. Keep walking, keep praying, keep trusting. Because the one who wrote your story is not cruel. He is Al-Latif, the most gentle. He knows what your heart needs before you ask, and He withholds only to give better. And one day when you least expect it, you will wake up with peace so deep it will feel like mercy touching your soul. You will smile again. Not because everything went your way, but because your heart finally rests in His way. You will love again, but this time without fear, without losing yourself, without forgetting who gave you the heart to love in the first place. You will look up, tears in your eyes, and whisper, Ya Allah, you were always enough. And in that whisper, you will realize you never really lost anything. You only found your way back home. They may say you changed. They may tell you that you gave up too soon. They may judge what they cannot feel. But Allah knows the nights you cried, the prayers you whispered, the heaviness you carried quietly. Allah knows the moments when your chest tightened and your voice broke inside your silence. So when you walk away, you are not walking alone. Well, Allah is walking with you. the one who understands without words, the one who sees not just your steps, but the weight your heart carries. People see you leaving. Allah sees what staying was doing to you. People see distance. Allah sees protection. People see separation. Allah sees saving. This is not the end of your story. It's where Allah begins to rewrite it. Your healing won't come with noise or excitement. It will come softly, in the mornings when your heart hurts less, when you sit in silence and feel peace instead of anxiety, when you remember without breaking. That's not forgetting. That's healing. When Allah takes something away, He's not emptying your life. He's making space for something better, something pure, something peaceful, someone who loves you the way He intended, with respect, patience, and sincerity. Allah isn't denying you love. He's preparing you for love that won't break you. So walk with faith, walk with dignity. You didn't lose anything. Allah removed what was holding you back so He could bring you closer to what's written for you. The pain is temporary. The emptiness is temporary. Just as night always turns into morning, your heart will heal too. Quietly, gently, beautifully. One day you'll look back and whisper, Ya Allah, you were with me all along. Not one tear was unseen. Not one moment was wasted. You were never abandoned. You were being carried. So don't rush your healing. Don't pressure your heart to move on quickly. Just take one small step at a time. And remember, you are not walking alone. Allah is with you. Closer than your heartbeat, closer than your thoughts. Whisper softly, Ya Allah, I trust you. Because this is not the end. This is the beginning, the moment Allah starts writing your new piece.